Saturday night at the movies. Who tells what you see? Yep, it's that night again, Saturday night at the movies. Not done it for a bit, because we all know last Saturday I was watching the new Masters of the Universe. And yes, I've been talking a lot about Masters of the Universe with a lot of reviews, a lot of movie reviews, and so on. And for people thinking I'm not doing it at the moment for a few days, I'm doing a rest for a few days. You know what I mean? I did the 26, I did a review, got the Masters of the Universe for the 26 versus the 87. Did that through the Masters of the Universe, but I am going to keep doing them. I'm going to eventually review the 87 one. I've already did the versus. I'm then going to do She-Ra and He-Man, because in 85 they did an animated cartoon movie version of that. I probably review the TV show as well. Why not? The animated one, even though it's not a film. And then, that interesting roller coaster ride. I'm going to then do a lot of the Barbarian sort of spin offs, He-Man sort of similar films, and so on. No Sorcery, Fencer, somewhat for adults, somewhat made for kids, so on. It's going to be a fun roller coaster ride, whether it be me reviewing the Sinbad films. Because, in all fairness, I'm a sucker for this stop motion stuff. Something you don't see anymore. I'm on about the old stop motion, like the old King Kong, the old Godzilla films. That stops motion, like the original Death of the Titans with Medusa and all that. I was into all that when I was a kid. I grew up watching Sinbad. When I was a kid, I grew up watching He-Man, Masters of the Universe, the animated cartoon. Yep, I was a bit naughty when I was underage. I watched the original Deathstalker 2. Third one I thought was a piece of shit, but I saw it. The fourth one, even worse, but I saw it. So it's going to be a fun roller coaster ride to go for all these sorcery, adventure films. And a few I'm going to review what I remember doing years ago. It's going to be a fun roller coaster ride. It's going to be a fun ride. I'm really saying that line. It's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be good. So that's going to be exciting. I'll complete the Masters of the Universe. I'll probably do a few reviews on some of the animated ones. Why not? I've done the Equalizers. I've done a few of Magnums. I've done Amazing Stories. Steven Spielberg, sorry, get it right. Steven Spielberg's Amazing Stories. Why not the animated series of He-Man? I've done it before. Probably do a few of the reviews of She-Ra as well. Why not? It'd be fun. It'd be a fun thing to do. So I am going to keep doing them. I've not forgotten them, and so on. But as I decided out of the movies, let's go on with the movies. So as we know, there's the Michael Jackson film. I already said it. He's a really good actor to play a very young Michael Jackson. I've already seen it. I repeated it. I reviewed it. Masters of the Universe. I was shocked when I saw it. Still am, because I actually was having low expectations. It's a good film. It has its falls, and that's like I said, it's He-Man goes nostalgia. Because people didn't like the 87 one, because it wasn't faithful to the animated cartoon. They decided to do this. But to me, you know, what I thought of it. But it was to me. To me, it's He-Man goes nostalgia. He-Man goes nostalgia. What I was going to say? There's a few other ones. I know they're going to make Super Do. And I saw the trailer when I went to see the new He-Man film. I did see the trailer of That's My Neck. I did see the trailer of the new Super Do. And I was surprised actually. It did look interesting. So I get that point now where it's like, oh no. Not another DC comic film. Because let's be open and honest here. If you love them, if you hate them, whatever, how many DC comic films have they made so far? How many Superman films have they made? How many Batman films have they made? How many fucking Incredible Hulks have they made? How many? How many? But this one does look interesting. I will give it its due. Is he like going to be another Sator? I can't remember pronounce the name right. The one from 1984. Thingy Sator. We all know was the original one to play Supergirl. I don't think anyone could ever play that role as good as her. She definitely, there was an original making, right, back in 1984. There was an original behind the scenes making. If you would have seen the fucking work she did to get that role, it will blow your mind. But if you all know, sadly to say, Supergirl, the original one, the one in 1984, it sadly bombed. It didn't make the money that was hoping. There was hoping that Christopher Reeve was going to fight to the wrestle to keep the film going as Superman. Christopher Reeve didn't want to be typecasted anymore doing Superman, so it never got to be. So instead we had Supergirl. I do know that in other countries there's other versions of that because the film was a lot longer. And it kind of reminds me of Superman 4. Granted, Superman 4, I think it's a piece of shit. And since with Supergirl, you can see there was a budget more. But if you notice the film is all over the place, that's because there were so many different versions of Supergirl. Some we'll never see. Yeah, we probably will get it from a board, but we probably have to go to college to learn how to speak double fucking Dutch. Because that's the only way you're probably going to see it. Unless it's subtitled, and the Sator comes and redubs the voice back into English, as well as the actors and actresses, even some who are sadly no longer with us. That is the only way, to me, that is the only way you're going to get those footage back. The only way. So that's why the film is all over, because there's so much that was missed out and so on when it was released. There's so many different versions of it, it's unbelievable. And it's like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, it bombed big time. So that's why you never got a Supergirl 2. Even the actress who played Supergirl, Sator, didn't even get the fucking story. And that fucking says something. She's the star of the film. And then I do remember there was the porn version. There were a few pornos, but I do actually like the girl in the adult version. Only because she's a very big girl. And they're really big. I'd actually like that one. Probably because I like the bonking and I actually fancied the ass of the porn star. She definitely wasn't shy. Definitely in that business. I do know there was a porn version. Same as the porn version of Star Wars. You remember me reviewing it and other ones. And the TV show, this is what I felt. Hear me out, people loved it. But then I saw the TV show. I saw trailers of the TV show. And I've got to admit, I like the trailers, and I like when I saw it, I was surprised. I was surprised. I actually liked Supergirl, the TV show, and I was sort of like thinking, why did they just have to one from the TV programme to the new film? But that wasn't to be. But this actress is playing her. She's doing the best she can do. She seems to be getting into the role. She's making it her own. So power to her. Power to the new Supergirl. So maybe on the theatre, maybe I might go and see it just out of curiosity. Because it does look interesting. It's not going to be a tartan copy of the original 1984 Supergirl. It's got its own beast in it. Because things like that, whether it's Superman, whether it's Superboy, whether it's Supergirl, which it is, you can get different ways of telling the same story rather than having to be a remake. It's like Batman, the beginning. To me, I still prefer the Tim Burton one, the one with Michael Keaton. I can watch Batman, the TV show with Adam West. It's a good comedy. I laugh at it, even though I don't think it's supposed to be a comedy because it's so tampy. I can laugh at it. I can watch the 1930s ones. I can watch the 1940 ones. You know what I mean? I can watch them. Oh, it's in black and white. So fucking what? So fucking what? It's a bit of history to see what Batman was from the days of the comic book to the black and white 30s and 40s to Adam West and so on. So I mean, there's different takes on that. So maybe, I'm not saying I will, but maybe I'll see the new Supergirl when it comes out. Maybe I'll fly out like Superman to see it. So these are the films that are coming on theatre, things I'm planning on doing. But into them, I end it with my favourite song. Saturday night at the movies. You test what you see.